Hello YouTube, welcome to this pelvic floor release class. My name is Helen and I share weekly videos here on this channel. So if you like what you see today, please do hit subscribe and make sure you hit the like button. It helps other people find free classes like this one. So today you are going to need a couple of props. So I'm going to be using blocks, but you could use pillows, you could use a bolster, anything that you have around your house really. If you do want 10% off really great quality yoga props, Ecotech is always linked down below with a code for 10% off. And we're going to start in a kneeling position. So if you're comfortable sitting like this, please do come sit like this. But for some of us, we might feel like we want a bit of elevation, so you can bring some blocks or some pillows or a bolster underneath, and it just takes out the intensity for the knees and less squashing through the feet. Okay, relaxing your hands into your lap, close your eyes. Let's just take a breath in and a sigh out, releasing your tailbone down towards the floor, reaching the crown of the head up towards the sky. And let's start by just taking a little scan through the body. So maybe we're holding on to tension or tightness in the shoulders or the jaw. With an exhale, can we release that? Continuing down to the hands, towards the lower back, into the hips. Releasing around the lower belly, the pelvic floor. Continuing down the legs all the way to the toes. Lovely. Take a deep breath in and a big sigh. So we're going to do some active releasing here. So as you inhale, I want you to lift your pelvic floor. Imagine you were pitching a tent. So like a lift, lift, lift. And then as you exhale, feeling that relax and release. Lovely. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, sigh. Relax the pelvic floor. A couple more in your own time. Inhale to lift. And actively relax. So as you engage on your inhale, think about a light lift rather than a clench. You can visualize maybe a white sheet of fabric. Inhale, pitching up. And as you exhale, releasing. Beautiful. On your next exhalation, relaxing and then blinking open the eyes. So we're going to take this into a squat here. So bringing your feet onto the floor, you can bring your blocks away for a second or your props. Coming into a deep squat. Don't worry if your heels are lifted because we're going to move it around anyway. So just gently moving from side to side. Tailbone nice and heavy. Lower belly relaxed. Hopefully you've got nice comfy trousers on. I've picked the wrong leggings today. A little less tight around the pelvic area. Lovely, good. And then from here we are going to use our props, so maybe pillows, blocks, bolster. You're going to sit your bottom down, feet flat on the floor, so we've got a supported squat. Relax your hands, relax your elbows, maybe give your arms a bit of a shake out. Take a breath and then exhale. Just really feel the support of your props here. And when you feel that support, feel the release in the pelvic area. Wonderful. So you're welcome to stay here if you're like, this is really doing it for me today. Stay here. Otherwise, some of us might begin to fold forwards and making it more yin-like. So let your head hang heavy. Make sure most of the weight is in your bottom. So if you do find that you get tightness in the pelvic area, just check in if that is gathering up anywhere else in the body. So jaw, give it a little wriggle. Maybe in your hands, soften the fingers. Lovely, slowly coming back up. And then from here, we're going to find an all fours position. So coming off your props, just moving them to one side. We are going to need them a bit later. Spread the fingers wide. And from here, trace some circles with your tailbone. Don't worry if it feels not like perfect circles. And the rest of your body is probably going to want to get involved as well. So just let that happen. Very nice. And circle the opposite way. So the non-habitual way, it can feel a little bit awkward. Don't worry, just keep it slow. Very nice, good. And then come into a neutral place, big toes together. Take your knees out as wide as is comfortable. And then settling your sit bones to your heels. You can come to your forearms if you want, if it's more comfortable. And just take a little rock from side to side, working into the groin, just a touch. So for the first few poses, they're kind of quite mellow, a little more mindful and gentle. And then when we come onto our back, we'll come into some more releasing, longer holds. But I don't know about you, but sometimes when I find when I come straight into deep stretches, my body just fights back. So we're kind of building up to it. Okay, wonderful, good. From here, let's come forwards to all fours. Spread your fingers wide. We're going to take a brief encounter with a downward dog. You can keep your knees a little bent for today's one if you want. See if you can lift your tailbone up to the sky. And let's take our feet a bit wider in our down dog. Soften the knees and then open up the hips towards the sky. Lovely, good. From here, dropping the knees down, and we're going to come onto our tummy. So lower all the way down. Make a little pillow for your head with your hands. We're going to take the right knee out to the right in a little frog's leg here. So the instep is on the floor. So relax here for a moment. As you inhale, press your knee into the floor. If you want to put a pillow or a blanket there, please do. And then as you exhale, release. 2 more. Inhale, press the knee into the floor. And release. 1 more. Inhale, press. And as you exhale, relax and release. Beautiful. Let's slide that leg back now and do the opposite side. So taking the left knee out. So you want the knee in line with the hip, ankle in line with the knee. Get comfy with the upper body. Inhale, press. Exhale, relax. Inhale to press the knee into the floor. And relax. 1 more. Inhale, press. And relax. Relax the entire body into the floor. Wonderful. And then sliding that foot all the way back to meet the other one. Hands underneath the shoulders, big toes together, and then push it back to a child's pose. Wonderful. From here, let's come forwards to all fours, tuck toes. Again, brief encounter with down dog. but walk your feet towards your hands. So you'll come into the top edge, turn your toes out and sit the bottom down. Again, a brief encounter with our deep squat and coming all the way down onto the back. Make sure you've got your pillows or your props to hand. Come all the way down. Lovely. Bringing the knees together, feet flat on the mat. As you inhale, open out the knees. And as you exhale, close them together. Do that a couple of times in your own time. Lovely. Drawing the knees together. Relax. Well done. From here, we're going to hug the left knee in towards the chest. So either in towards the chest or more towards the armpit, depending on how your pelvis is shaped. And then allow your right knee to drop out to the right here. So you might want a pillow or a block just underneath that hip there, just if it is a bit too much for you. Use support. And also, when the body's supported, it can relax a little more. Lovely, deep, full breaths. Swirl it down and around into the bowl of your pelvis. Exhale to relax. Lovely, good. You're going to bring your right knee in and then cross your left ankle over into a reclined pigeon. So you're welcome to stay here, or you can have, if you've got a sofa to hand or maybe a couple of blocks or a bolster, you're going to pop your right foot onto the blocks, and this is just a nice supportive way to relax into it, slightly pressing the left thigh forwards. Back of the pelvis relaxed against the floor. Every exhale, softening into the lower belly. Wonderful. And then coming off the prop, bring your left foot to the mat and then hug your right knee in. So hugging that right knee in and let the left knee drop out to the side. Again, if you want to prop it up, that's absolutely fine. And then just decide where you hug that knee in. So for some of us, it'll be directly into the chest, but you might find your hips like it a bit more to come out towards the outer part of your waist. Lovely, then let's go for that pigeon stretch. So bringing the left knee in, cross your right ankle over, pressing that thigh forward. You're welcome to stay here. If you've got a sofa or a wall nearby, you could pop your foot onto that. But I quite like to use the blocks. I find 2 blocks a nice medium kind of stretch. So you don't want anything too forceful. You want to invite a release in to the pelvic floor. Every exhale, inviting a little more softness into the entire body. Wonderful, and gently release, uncross the legs. Now we're going to bring the knees into the chest and then take them out to the sides. Lovely. Take a little rock from side to side here, so like a modified happy baby. If you'd like to stay here, you can. If you want to go for a full happy baby, you can grab the ankles or the outside edges of your feet. Massage into your lower back. And as you feel that support from the earth behind you, allow your pelvic floor, your groin, your hips to surrender. Now you're welcome just to lie back here, maybe pop on one of my guided meditations to seal the practice. Otherwise, we're going to close up the knees. Come find a seat. Try not to rush off here. So finding a nice comfy seat. Close your eyes. Relax your hands onto your lower belly. Take a deep breath in all the way down to your hands. Open the mouth and sigh. Well done. Just take this pause to notice how you feel now. And then bringing the hands into prayer at heart center. Bow your head down toward yourself. And thank yourself for carving out this time today to look after body, mind, and spirit. Blinking the eyes open and welcoming yourself back. Thank you so much for joining me for this practice today. I really hope you found it helpful. If you did, please do pass it along to anyone else you think could benefit from a practice like this, and also check out my membership below. It would be lovely to welcome you over there.